So in this episode, I'm going to teach you how to change that mindset of thinking that my free time is time that I can chill and use that free time you have to actually be productive to be chasing that thing that you actually want. Before I break any of that down, I do want to first introduce myself. My name is Jelan Abrams, and this is the Unknown and Talented podcast. Just because they don't know you, don't mean you're not important. Don't mean that you have talent. This podcast is going to help you bring that talent out. So instead of being unknown with that talent can bring you into the known, bring you into the spotlight, bring you into where you need to be so you can change your family's life. I want to talk about the piece of time, using your time as a productive instrument. So most of us do trade our time for money, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. We're trading time of our life for money to be able to live, to survive. That's crazy, right? Just crazy. But the thing that's even crazier is that we spend that time to make money from this company. This company is paying us to do that work in that time. When we're not doing that work for that time, most of us are just chilling. We're chilling on watching TV. We're chilling, hanging out. We're chilling on our phone because we were stressed out about that job that we're doing. And now what we decide to do is just chill. It's not good because the thing about it is that you're not moving forward. The only way you move forward in the minds of most 9 to 5ers is that I need a promotion. I need them to give me a raise. That's how I move forward. You don't always have to move forward that way. You can move forward a different way by actually putting that work in when you're not working. Like that free time is expensive time because you think about it, right? You work 8 hours a day. Okay. You're going to sleep. Well, let's say we sleep 8 hours a day. Most of us don't. Most of us probably try to sleep 5 hours, 6 hours. We don't do that. But let's just say, for the example, 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, commute for work is another hour. So right there, that's 17 hours of our day is gone. 17 hours of our day is gone. So after that math, we have 7 hours left. There's going to be different things that we have to do, miscellaneous things that we just really can't avoid. For example, we got to eat, driving somewhere. You know what I mean? It's different things that we're going to have to do. So we just going to say 4. We have, after we done working, sleeping, eating, and doing all this miscellaneous stuff, we have 4 hours in our day. What are we going to do with that 4 hours? And that's a decision that you have to make. Are we just going to chill and just be in our comfort zone because we're like, man, work stressed me out. I need something just to make me feel good for the moment. That's a temporary comfort. That's a temporary comfort for later on in life. You're just gonna be stressed out. You're gonna be stressed out and you're coming back to just a comfort. And not, when I actually say it, is like it's an addiction. A lot of times when people are addicted to a drug, the reason why they started that drug because they were stressed out or they weren't happy where they were in that situation. So they go after that drug so they can get a temporary high to feel good. And that's what a lot of us do. I'm guilty of it too. I love scrolling on Instagram. I love scrolling on TikTok. I love that stuff. But is that temporary excitement or that temporary comfort is not going to help change my life. That's going to make me feel good for the moment. But then guess what? Tomorrow I got to wake up and go right back to work. My life didn't change. So you're going to have to be a little discomfortable for a little while. But that's the decision you have to make. Anytime you have free time, you have 2 decisions. Do I just want to be happy for the moment, do something real quick where it just brings me joy so I'm not as mad as I am right now, or I'm not stressed out as I am right now? Or can I find something that's going to help me be able to change my life? So I don't even have to deal with this stress anymore. I don't have to deal with selling my time for money for basically pennies. Most of us, we don't get paid what we're worth at these jobs. We know that. You know that. I know that. We don't get paid what we're worth. So you're getting paid pennies just to do what you got to do. We don't want to do that. So I'm not telling you, oh man, oh, Jelan is saying I need to quit my job. This is not, no, don't say, oh, this is a sign to quit my job. Jelan said, I'm working for pennies. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that use your 9 to 5 to pay for your bills, pay for your lifestyle, to help you live. But use that 5 to 9 to be able to change your life. The that things that you're right now not getting paid for, the studying that you're doing, you're educating yourself, you're taking tests, you want to be a real estate agent, you studying how to do that, you want to be a mechanic, your own mechanic, you want to start your own cleaning business. It's so many things you want to do. You want to be a podcaster, you want to be a content creator. There's so many things that you can do in that free time so you can be able to one day escape that job. But you got to realize that your time is valuable, and that's a decision you can make. You can make the decision that I just want to be comfortable, forget that other stuff. That's fine. I don't have a problem. That's okay with you. You're just listening to the wrong podcast because this podcast is going to keep telling you to push, to be better. We don't want to be in our same spot that we're in. The podcast is called Unknown and Talented. We already know you're talented. We know that. But the world doesn't know that yet. The world doesn't know how great you are. Because instead of actually busting your butt on that free time that you have, you're chilling. You want to be uncomfortable. You want to laugh. You want to joke. You want to be happy for a moment. That moment don't last forever. So let's figure out what we can do to actually change our entire life. So now those little times of comfort can be extended. I was listening to a podcast one time. I think his name was Ash Cash. Yeah, there you go. His name is Ash Cash. His podcast really cool. Check it out. I actually met him too. I met him a few years back in InvestFest. He's a really cool guy. But in the interview, he was saying him and his family has 4 vacations in a year. 4 vacations in a year. Listening to this, I know you haven't had 4 vacations a year. I haven't had 4 vacations a year. I've had one vacation every single year. We went somewhere for a week. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. But that was 1 week in a year. It's 52 weeks. So 51 weeks, I'm stressing at the job 1 week. That's not enough. The minute I heard him say that, I said, you know what? I told my wife, my fiance at the time, I was like, no, was she my girlfriend at the time? She's probably my girlfriend at the time. Who knows? We wasn't married yet. But I told her that is the goal. I don't want to just be happy for 1 week out of the whole year. I want 4 weeks. If I could do more, I want to do more. I want to be able to fly to Tennessee, fly to Texas, and just work from there. Do whatever I want to do. I don't want to be having to put PTO in, it get declined. Now I gotta work. I can't do what I wanted to do because they're in control of my time. You want control of your time. And the only way you can control your time is by the free time that you have. Use that time. And now those 8 hours you had to work, that's going to be your time to do what you want to do because you've used that free time that you have to change the rest of your life. So, Jelan, how do I do this? How do I use my free time to be more productive? A tool that I use is called time blocking. So I'm not going to just say 4 hours, I'm going to be productive in this 4 hours. That's insane. You want to actually block your time. So in my case, I have this podcast, right? I know that I'm gonna need time to script out the podcast. I'm gonna need a time to record the podcast. I'm gonna need a time to edit the podcast. I'm gonna need a time to make the thumbnail, make the title, make the script. I'm gonna need time for all those different things. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna set time. Let's say I get up at 5 o'clock. From from 6 to 7, that's gonna be my time that I'm doing any kind of scripting that I have. That can be podcast scripting. That could be social media content scripting. Okay, 6 to 7 scripting time. 7 to 8, what am I gonna do? I might be doing some filming, some editing, some working out, anything. But whatever you have that you know you want to do, set that time. And you know what? Actually, I want to give a better example than that. I'm sorry, that was totally bad. But I want to do a better example. So for me, I wake up at 4:30. Yes, I've fell off the train many times. Right now, as I'm recording this, I'm waking up at 4:30. So I'm gonna say I'm waking up at 4:30. It's hard, but I made a decision that I need to change my life. So for me, thinking about time blocking in a regular day. So 4:30, I'm waking up. 4:30 to 5:30, I'm praying. I'm writing my journal. I already set that time. That's the time that I'm doing that. From 5:30 to around 7 o'clock, that's my gym time. So that includes the transportation and everything like that. And then 7 o'clock to 8:30, that's me getting ready from work. So I time blocked every single hour. What am I actually doing? Because now I'm not just waking up at 4:30. Man, what am I doing next? I don't know what I'm doing next, but I'm up. I'm up. I'm working. I'm doing because now you get carried away with certain things. I don't want to. I can't be in the gym from from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Like, man, I just feel like doing a workout. No, you have to be structured with your time. The same way when you get to work, they say, I need you to be doing this at this time. I need you to do this. This is when your lunch is. This is when you take your breaks. It's super structured, right? That's how businesses work. It needs to be structured. We just can't say, y'all do whatever y'all want to do and just get that. No, you got to have some kind of structure on what you're doing. So now when you go into it, you're gonna be as much productive as you can because you know I only have an hour to do this. If I know I only have an hour to work out, I gotta get into work, get in the gym, get it done and leave. If I know I have an hour to write, I'm gonna write everything I have to do. I'm not gonna be distracted by my phone and say, man, what is they doing? What did they do? No, because I only have a certain amount of time. So that's why you time block because now you can be super focused. And when you're time blocking, you want to also have time for fun. I'm not saying, yo, we got 4 extra hours in a day. Yo, work, 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 work. No, you need time to have fun, but you got to time block it. Let's say it's for 30 minutes. We're not going crazy. We don't got enough time for an hour. If your life's not how you want it to look, you don't have an hour to chill. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't have an hour to chill. So set it down to 30 minutes. And in the weekend, you can have a little longer, hour, hour and a half, whatever. But set it down for 30 minutes of that's your scroll time. You want to watch a quick show. Do whatever you want to do. Even you know what? If you want to do an hour. That's totally fine. But have it planned ahead of time so you know exactly what you're doing. This is my time. I get off from 7 to 8 o'clock. I'm chilling. I'm watching TV. I'm scrolling. I'm doing whatever I want to do. The minute 8 o'clock hits, you have to do what you have on that time block. You don't have the time to do anything you want to do. Not yet. But once you master this, one day you're gonna have time, so much time to actually do things you love to do because you were super disciplined. But before we even get there, we have to change our life today. And once you create that time block for yourself, next you want to do is stick to the plan. You can't say at 7 o'clock, I don't feel like going to the gym. I'm not going to the gym. You can't say, I don't feel like editing today. I'm not going to edit today. I don't feel like recording a podcast today. I'm not going to record a podcast. I'm a real estate agent. I don't feel like doing 50 calls today because I don't feel like doing it. It's not working out. I'm going to stop doing it 3 days into doing it. No, you have to stick to the plan because the thing about getting results are not on emotion. It don't matter how you feel is when you get the results. It's the work you put in. If you're watching the NBA right now, the stars, the people that are showing up in the playoffs are the people that were working hard when no one was looking, was working hard when they didn't feel like doing it. Because they had the routine of doing this over and over and over and over and over again. A player hits a game-winning shot, they be like, man, that shot was so amazing. I practiced that. I'm routinely doing it. So now when the light's showing, it works. We're gonna go back to the real estate agent. You doing 50 calls every single day for a week, nothing happens. Okay, guess what? Next week, do 50 more because that was on the plan. Because you never know what that one day that you did something changed your life. You never know what that day is that you're working hard that end up changing it. If you've been a fan of this podcast, you've realized that I took a break. Like I wasn't on here. I said I need a break from the podcast, but I'm back now. I'm back and I said I need to change this. I can't come into this the same way I did it before. I have to change. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set time blocks of when I'm going to record, when it's going to come out. It's going to come out the same day every single week because the routine is going to give the results. Before I was all over the place. I was recording when I wanted to record. I was putting out the episodes whenever the episode was done. I didn't have any plan. I didn't have any routine because I wasn't sticking to the plan. I wasn't sticking to a time block. I woke up whenever time I wanted to wake up. I didn't wake up 4:30 every single day. If I didn't feel like going to the gym, I didn't go to the gym. It was so many things that I was just doing because of how I felt. So now I'm not getting the results. I'm getting frustrated. Like, man, this ain't gonna work out. I'm gonna just work till I'm 75. You have to stick to the plan. Like sticking to the plan is going to change your life. You created that plan logically. You got ChatGPT. Can you create a plan for me because I'm trying to change my life? Whatever field you're in, ChatGPT is your assistant. Go ChatGPT. What do I need to do to change my life in 6 months? My life could change in 6 months, but you have to Get that plan out and actually do it. Because if you actually put in if you actually put in Chat GPT how to change my life in 6 months, they're gonna have a plan. Month one, do this. Month two, do this. Month three, do this. So in week one, week two, you can't say it's not working out because the plan's not over. You have to stick to the plan because you can't look at it like, yo, I'm ready for the results without having the routine to get the results. You're not gonna get the results by not going through it. Somebody gives you a recipe. This is how you make a potato salad, and you have all the instructions. You say, I don't feel like doing this second one. Forget it. It's not gonna turn out how it's supposed to turn out. And that's the same thing you want to think about when you're thinking about getting that success. If you're not sticking to that plan, sticking to the routine you made, when it's time to get the results, you ain't gonna get it because you didn't put that work in. So, message for today is that you're running out of time. There's only 24 hours in a day. There's only 7 days in a week. There's only 365 days in a year. You don't have time to say, yo, I'm doing it tomorrow. You don't have time to say, I'm going to do it next week. You don't have time to say, I'm going to do it next year. Do y'all realize that time is going? 5 years ago was COVID. 5 years ago. 5 years ago is when everything was shut down. We couldn't go to the gym. We couldn't go to stores. We had to wear masks. That was 5 years ago. And that's crazy, right? Like I remember so much stuff that happened during that time vividly, but it was 5 years. I'm 33 right now. 5 years ago, I was 28. In 5 years, I'll be 38. Like that's crazy for me to even say I'm going to be 38 in 5 years, but it's a blur. It's a blur. And the next thing you know, you look up like, man, where did my life go? So we don't want to do that because now you're gonna wake up. It's gonna be your 65th birthday, and you're like, man, I'm ready to retire, but you can't because instead of you actually doing things that you was gonna actually change your life, you were just complaining about your job, chilling on your free time, not using your free time to grow your life, to improve your life. And now you're 65 and you have to go back to work for somebody else. You had a big old party, retired, yeah, yeah. And now you got to go work for a company in your old age instead of just enjoying your wealth. You're running out of time. So that's a decision. You have a decision to chill and not be focused on what you have to do and just let time fly by, or you can get locked in, or you can start time blocking, or you can start sticking to the plan so you can see those results that can change your life. They don't know you yet, but you have something inside of you. You have greatness inside of you. Don't let that greatness go to waste. It's unknown and talented. We know you're talented. I know you're talented, but the world don't know yet. You didn't change the lives you're supposed to change yet. God gave each of us talents to change other people's lives. It's not for us. It's so many people's life you can affect by you working on yourself to become the best you possible to change other people's life. That's what we were here for. We're put on this earth to help other people. But if you're just complaining and scrolling and chilling and relaxing, you're not going to be able to do what you were made for. And then you're going to stay unknown and talented. So we don't want that. We want to be known. So we're going to change that unknown to known to actually help affect people's lives. Okay, so hopefully this helped you out. This helped you change that mindset to shift to know that I'm not going to be unknown no more. I'm not going to just be in my little bubble and not grow so I can change so many people's lives. So many people are waiting on you. There's a job that you're going to create for someone else that's going to change their family's trajectory. I can't even say that word. Trajectory. You're going to create a job for someone else that's going to change their entire family trajectory. But you scrolling. No. We have greatness inside of us. Okay? So hope you enjoyed it again. I probably said that twice, but my first episode in a month. So be patient with me. But again, my name is Jelan Abrams. This is Unknown and Talented. They don't know you yet. The more you listen to this, they're going to start to know who you are. All right. Well, leave a comment if this helped you. Let me know how you want to change. What are your time blocks looking like? What are you going to be doing with the extra 4 hours that you have? Let me know. Leave it in the comments. Like, subscribe, and enjoy your week. I'll see you next week. We back. We back. So I'll see y'all next week for the next episode.